Can Keselowski try to win it?
I don't know. I don't think he can step out until he waits till the last second and picks up.
He goes to the outside. Is Edwards going? Oh, no! He turns him.
No, no.
Oh, and that destroyed the front end of Newman's car.
No.
Edwards will not make it to the flag.
Oh,
Brad Keselowski won this race.
Rewind. Going into.
Whoa! Carl gets tapped from behind. Look out. Could get hit. He gets Allgaier and then gets tagged by another car that comes into the view there. I can't see the number because they're backlit from the sun. It is the 32 of Brian Eichler, the 29 of Stephen Light. Oh, and Matt DiBenedetto is also involved in this. You mentioned it. Aggressive driving. We just saw it. Able to get refired, so he will not go a lap down, but now those tires are flat spotted.
Back at lap 41, watch the 12 on the bottom, the red car just barely gets into Edwards, sending Carl up and into Joey Logano, pretty much ruining both their days. Now both those cars were repaired, came back on track many laps down.
A little crossover move here by Carl. Clean here, clean here. Just slight contact. Look at that thing go.
That looks so much like Edwards' turnover at Talladega off the bumper of Keselowski.
It really did, and I'm so wondering and hoping that when they put the spoiler back on these cars, they'll quit turning over like this.
Keselowski's put the window net down.
The roof flaps deployed, but it did not sit that car back down. I'm like you, Daryl. I'm going to be so glad to see that rear spoiler back on these cars.
I think that's it's got to be something to that.
That car took a hard hit in the left A pillar, the windshield post right in front of the driver.
These two also got together in Memphis in the Nationwide Series race. In fact, Keselowski wrecked Edwards over in Memphis.
What you just heard was Bob Osborne telling his driver, Carl Edwards, that NASCAR is parking Edwards for the balance of the race, and he's being called to the NASCAR hauler.
See, this is the fear that NASCAR has to have when they say they're going to take let the guys be guys, let the drivers be drivers and take care of things themselves. And this is a fear that they have to have.
He's not doing himself no favor right now going backwards down pit road either. They're not going to like that at all.
So Carl Edwards goes to the garage after contact between he and Brad Keselowski sends Keselowski on his roof out of the race.
Yeah, I'm okay. You know, first off, Penske Racing had some phenomenal cars today. Really proud of the 12 team. Everybody on the Mopar 12 Dodge Charger. A lot to be proud of back home in the shop. I think Kurt's got a real good, strong shot at winning it, so I'm really pulling for him. Hopefully we'll get it done for Penske today, but just a wild ride that was uncalled for.
Brad, check this out too. I know Carl a little earlier, he had some words. He said maybe it wasn't his fault. Then he said it was. He took the blame, but he also said you weren't giving him any room out there.
You know, he cut down on me on a restart, and I lifted. I couldn't lift fast enough for him. I lifted for him to let him in, but I was there. I don't know what more you could do. You know, Carlo, that's what they say. So I was underneath him. Tried to cut him a break. It was too late, though. He turned down. So I apologized to him, but there's nothing I could do in that situation. And to come back and just intentionally wreck someone, that's not cool. I mean, it could have killed somebody in the grandstands. And I know that it's a little ironic that it's got me saying that, but at least I didn't do it intentionally when it happened. So it'll be interesting to see how NASCAR reacts to it. They have the ball. They're going to allow people to intentionally wreck each other at tracks this fast. We will hurt someone either in the cars or in the grandstands. So it's not cool to intentionally wreck somebody at 195 mile an hour.
Well, Brad knows the deal between him and I, and you know, the scary part was that his car went airborne, which was not at all what I expected. And you know, at the end of the day, we come out here to race, and people got to have respect for one another, and I have a lot of respect for people's safety. And I wish that wouldn't have gone like it did, but I'm glad he's okay, and we'll just go on and race some more, and maybe him and I won't have any more incidents together. That'd be the best thing.
Reed Sorensen waiting in the wings. Here's Keselowski on the inside. Carl Edwards, can he make it stick on the outside? Brad thought he had the best car all night. Took the inside line in the restart. This is going to be down to the wire. Oh, the touch. He spun out. Carl gets into Keselowski.
Oh,
Carl Edwards will win.
Checkered flag.
Man,
you are the man. He deserves it. Good job.
I just hope Keselowski's okay here. That was a hard hit, guys.
That was ugly.
Direct behind you. Just
That
slow
was
it down.
ugly.
Slow it down. There's a big wreck here.
Big contact on Keselowski as the other cars racing to the finish came to the line. And Keselowski got spun around hard. Carl Edwards going for the win.
We're gonna have plenty to talk about here.
Well, there's no question. Damage to the 60 is.
I just couldn't let him take the win from me. My guys worked way too hard for that. We had a great restart. My guys built me a great car, and we came to the checker flag. And I hate to see stuff tore up, but we came here to win. And he took it from us there in turn 1. And just an awesome race. I can't thank Copart.com enough, Fastenal, and Aflac. Aflac's always got me under their wing, and I just really appreciate their support. So, and thanks to the fans. Thanks for coming out here and braving the hot weather. And, you know, I'm sure some of them don't like that win, Brad Keselowski fans and stuff, but, man, I just couldn't let him take it from me. I had to do what I had to do.
This is definitely going to be the Brad and Carl show going to the end of this season. Do you think that this win, the way that this win happened, will set up the way that you guys will race each other moving forward?
I hope not. I mean, the deal is we raced really well there. I don't know, for 10 laps straight or something earlier in the race. He just went in, he just got in over his head and tried too hard, and it was at my expense. So that was at his expense, and we got our win. But I think he could have got me without hitting me. I think his car was good enough. We could have been side by side across the finish line, and I would have much rather had that. But we got the trophy.
Brad got into Carl, getting out on turn 1, racing him. They bumped, they rubbed, typical rubbing racing deal. Carl flipped out like he did at Atlanta and tried to kill the kid. I'm sick and tired of this. I'll get my own uniform back out and take care of this. He ain't gonna kill my boy. He just overreacted so bad. If he wanted to bump Brad, it's one thing, but don't drive him through the inside guardrail. Don't put him in the grandstands in Atlanta. That's asinine.
All right, Bob Keselowski over there going over to check on his son Brad, obviously upset with what he saw in that final lap.